What's going on, traders? So during my live stream this morning, I noticed that Tradeify had Brett, Simba, and Gandalf, the CEO and COO of Tradeify, go on their stream around 10 o'clock. I decided to head over there and see what it was all about. And I heard that they had some announcements that they were going to release. And so we went over, and I'm going to go ahead and give those to you right now. All right, so there were four total. The first one being that there are 7 days that you had to have minimum to get a payout is no longer. They're essentially saying no minimum trading days to pay out. It's a little bit of a play on words because depending on which account you're trading and what the consistency rule is for that account, which we'll kind of discuss moving forward in this video, but you're still limited by the consistency rule. So you have no more 7 days, but for a 20% consistency rule on a straight to funded account, that still would require 5 days, right? 100 divided by 20 is 5. So 20% would be 1/5 of the total amount. So that leaves you with 5 days, right? So it's not 7 days anymore, but it's a little misleading because they make it sound like you could essentially like take profit trader per se, go to a funded account and then straight away just start getting paid the first day. That's not the case. You still on a straight to funded account would have to trade for 5 days to get to a payout. The second thing was bigger payouts faster. And I'm just going to kind of let you look through this if you want to kind of look at it. But this is for the growth and advanced accounts. And basically what they were doing with this is they're reorganizing how you get the payouts in the order that you can receive them. So it used to be, I think, 2000 this is for the 50K account. It used to be 2000, 2000, 2000, then 2500. And now it's 1500, 2000. Actually, I think the last two were 2500. Now it's 1500, 2000, 2500, 3000. And when you do the math, it's actually only a $500 total increase over the course of the four payouts, but now it's structured differently so that for the first two, you're actually getting less. And then for the third one, you get the same that you were before. And then the fourth one, you get the $500 increase there to make up for the $500 decrease from the first one. So basically, they're trying to reward you for the longevity of an account is what they're going for. With the consistency rule with the growth and advanced accounts, it's still going to be 35%. So it's still going to take you 3 days to pass those accounts. Now, the consistency rule for the straight to funded accounts or the lightning funded accounts is now going to be dependent on which payout you're at. So it's going to take you at least 5 days for the first payout because it's going to be locked in at the 20% consistency. But once you get a payout, that first payout, your consistency rule will actually be dynamic and it'll go up to 25%, which then means you can technically get a payout in 4 days. So then it goes from 7 days in between payouts and then down to now it's at 5. And then once you get that first payout, it'll actually go down to 4. Now, when you get that fourth pay or the second payout, it'll go to 30%. Now, that doesn't really change anything because 30% consistency is the exact same as 25% consistency, except for you might not have to make as much, but you're still going to be required to trade at least 4 days, right? 30, 60, 90, and then you still got the extra 10% you got to cover. So 4 days there. And then another thing is the daily loss limit is now going to be dynamic. So basically, once you hit your amount on the account to get to payout, it's going to go from the total amount or the daily loss limit is then going to go up to what your drawdown on the account is, like total drawdown. So on a 150K account, they gave an example when you hit the 159,000, because that's your profit target to get to payout, which is $9,000. Your daily loss limit, which starts off at 3,750, will then go up to 6,000 because 6,000 is what the initial drawdown is. So on a 50K account, if you have a $2,000 drawdown and you get to 53,000, which is your first profit target of 53,000, your daily loss limit will go from, I believe it was 1,250 up to 2,000. So that's where the daily loss limit is now set. So the 6%, that's just another way of saying when you get to your profit target. And then the last thing was that Project X is finally here along with Quant Tower. It's something I've been looking for from Tradeify ever since they came out a little over a year ago. It's finally here. I do probably plan on switching everything over to Quant Tower over the course of whenever these accounts do disappear, the ones that I'm currently trading on Tradeivate. Hopefully they never disappear, but if I do get any new accounts, it is going to be on Tradeivate or Quant Tower, sorry. Now, this all doesn't start until Monday of next week. So Monday of next week is going to be the 15th. They're going to start rolling this out over the weekend. So it may be available like Sunday night. I'm not sure, but they did say on Monday these things were going to go live. So that's all the changes from CEO Brett Simba and Gandalf, the COO of Tradeify. And I just wanted to give you guys this update because I know I consider Tradeify to be one of the best props out there with everything that they offer. And they did also tease towards the end that they were going to have a new type of account coming out at the end of this month, maybe into October. So be on the lookout for that as well. I will always keep you updated as quickly as possible. Hopefully this was informative. I'm going to make a more official video with Tradeify now that we have these updates that we were kind of waiting for. But I just wanted to get this news out to you. So if you didn't have a chance to see it live on stream, there you go. Until the next one, I appreciate all your support. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. Always looking to get engaged with you guys down in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.